Menstruation joins the economic conversation. Late-night pharmacy runs. Bulky pads. Periods have simply long been an uncomfortable experience. But now it has become an economic issue, too. Businesses, lawmakers and advertisers, prodded in large part by a frank online discussion of menstrual cycles and backed by calls for gender equality, have sought ways to make menstrual cycles a little less agonizing. 8 states and the District of Columbia have moved to eliminate sales tax on pads and tampons, and bills have recently passed in the New York and Mississippi state senates. In New York, Governor Andrew Cuomo is expected to sign the measure into law in the coming weeks. New companies are pursuing products to make women more comfortable during their period, including underwear that its manufacturer says will not leak and tampons made from 100% cotton. Even advertisers are taking a bolder approach to menstruation. Instead of displaying blue liquids squirting out of pipettes and women in white dresses frolicking on the beach, they are showing real women doing real activities, like working at a computer. There's a sense that this really goes to the heart of women's opportunity to participate fully in school, in the economy, in society, and we need to do something about it, said Jennifer Weiss-Wolf, a vice president at the Brennan Center for Justice at the New York University Law School. Menstrual products are expensive, and it's absolutely debilitating if you don't have access to them, she said. Businesses and politicians are taking their cue from the growing effort to talk more openly about periods, with much of it happening online. Continue reading the main story. Related coverage. Opinion editorial. In the tampon tax, February 8, 2016. Opinion on the ground. Helping women and girls. Period. January 28, 2015. Well. New York City built a call for free tampons in public school restrooms, shelters and jails March 21, 2016. Under pressure from online critics, Instagram, the photo-sharing site, restored a photography series featuring blood from a woman's period after removing the series twice. An online petition calling out the states that tax menstrual products garnered over 60,000 signatures. And when Donald Trump complained about the tough questions of the Fox News moderator Megyn Kelly at a Republican debate in August, saying that she had blood coming out of her wherever, hundreds of women and some men responded in force on Twitter using the hashtag #periodsare, an insult. That to me felt like a watershed moment, said Chris Boble, an associate professor of women's studies at the University of Massachusetts Boston and president of the Society for Menstrual Cycle Research. There was a reframe, she added, which was, "Hey, that insult doesn't stick because there's nothing shameful about periods. And by the way, let's fix that." Since the start of the 2016 state legislative calendar, bills to exempt tampons and pads from sales tax have been introduced or resurrected in California, Connecticut, Illinois, Michigan, Ohio, Rhode Island, Virginia, the District of Columbia and Wisconsin, and have passed in Mississippi and New York, largely with bipartisan support. Similar legislation is being discussed in committees in South Carolina and Tennessee. Last month, Chicago passed an ordinance to eliminate the city's portion of the tax. In Utah, an all-male committee of lawmakers shut down a proposal to get rid of the state's tampon tax. On March 3, 5 women filed a class action against the New York Taxation and Finance Department, claiming that the state should classify period pads and tampons as necessities. The suit points out that New York classifies men's products like Viagra, Rogaine and dandruff shampoo as necessities. Failing to protect men and women equally through the tax system, the suit says, violates state tax laws, as well as state and United States constitutions. If the suit is successful, women in New York could receive rebates for the last 2 years of taxes paid on menstrual products, an amount that most likely adds up to about $28 million overall, according to the plaintiff's lawyers. The women would continue to push for the refunds even after Governor Cuomo repealed the tax, they said.